I reminisce. Yeah. Welcome to Keep It 100 Sports. This is your host, Tyreek Wilson. I'm here with Miles Bellinger and Colby Kelly. This right here, man, it's probably going to be one of my most favorite episodes because we're going over the top 10 point guards as of right now in the NBA. And so I just feel it's going to be one of my favorite episodes because off air, we get into a lot of heated debates about who's better than who does this, kind of into what is the meaning of a good point guard. We just kind of get into all that. So now we actually get to get those ideas out in the open. And we're just going to, like I said, go over our list. And so I'll start. And so the way we're going to do it for you all that are watching and listening, we're going to order our top 10 point guards. I think, guys, we're going to go from 10 to 1, just add some suspense to it. Go from 10 to 1. And then from there, we'll just kind of go over some differences that we have in our list. And we'll just do it like that. That's how I feel. That sound cool to y'all?
Hey, I just want to verify. Are we going to do it from the season that just ended, or are we doing going into next season? Who do you think?
Yeah, going into next season. I mean, season just ended, going into next season. We're at that point right now where it's like, who is the best top 10 point guards as of right now?
As of right now, yeah, going into next season.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So that works. All right. For number 10, I got Kyle Lowry.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9. I got Rajon Rondo. Number 8, I got Isaiah Thomas. Number 7, I got Michael Conley. Number 6, I got Damian Lillard. Number 5, I got John Wall. Number 4, I got Kyrie Irving. What you mean? Can I get my list off? Can I get my list
Continue,
off?
please. Continue.
Number 3, I got Stephen Curry. Number 2, I got CP3. And number 1, I got Westbrook.
Okay.
Kobe, fix your face. Fix your face.
Kobe,
fix your
do you
face.
want to go next? Or,
No, let him go last. I didn't want to hear him. Let him go last.
All right.
Go ahead, Miles.
Honestly, you know what? Before I even go, I didn't even put after this year. I did not put Rondo in my top 10.
Hold on, Miles. Kobe, look at the camera. Take this list in. All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
So
I'm sorry,
I got
Miles. Continue.
as a number 10, I got Kyle Lowry. I got number 9 as Tony Parker. I got 8 as Michael Conley. This one, I had Chris Paul at number 7. I put Isaiah Thomas above him after this past season. After this past season, I did.
Wow.
Go ahead. Let him get it. Let him finish.
I put John Wall at 5. I got Lillard at 4. I got Curry at number 3.
Okay.
I got Kyrie at 2 and Westbrook at 1.
Wait, hold on. You got Kyrie at 2 and Curry at 3?
Yeah.
And then you got Chris Paul at 7 and Isaiah Thomas at 6?
These past playoffs.
Look who's coming out his shell.
Really put Kyrie above Curry for me. I'm sorry. We're talking about as of right now, this season, the end of this season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
I think Isaiah
now.
Thomas had a better season than Chris Paul.
Wow.
I do.
Oh.
Isaiah did more for the Celtics than Chris Paul did for the Clippers this year.
Miles.
I'm saying. So.
No, he did not.
Hold on. Also, I just want to say, I didn't say this before we started off. Any comments y'all have about our list or your own feelings on your top 10, please feel free to comment on our post. Go ahead. All right, go ahead, Kobe. Get your talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me go before these lists about to. Anyways, my list. Terry said 10 to 1. Number 10, I have Reggie Jackson. Number 9.
All right, stop. You gonna sit here and talk about really?
No, let him finish. Let him finish.
Listen, I'll explain. Let him finish. Listen, number 10, Reggie Jackson.
Yeah.
Number 9, I have Kyrie Irving. Number 8, I have Isaiah Thomas. Number
finish.
7 is Kemba Walker. Number 6 is Kyle Lowry.
I definitely
Number 5 is John Wall.
You put Kyle Lowry above Kyrie Irving.
Go ahead.
Once again, number 4
go ahead.
is Damian Lillard.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 is Chris Paul. Number 7. Number 2 is Steph Curry. And number 1, I think we all agree, the freak of nature, Westbrook himself, the ultimate warrior.
There was a few of them that we actually agreed upon. And I think we all had Lillard
There's a
at
couple
number 4
we agree.
and Westbrook at number 1. I think the rest we had were...
The rest is all right, hold up. Where did y'all put Lillard? Where'd y'all put Lillard?
4.
Okay, cool.
I got Lillard at 4.
Okay, all right, we're good. All right, Lillard. No, okay. I thought we were kind of...
You got him at 4, right?
Sure. Mm-hmm. No, I got him... I think I got him a little bit lower than you all, but it's cool because he's, you know what I'm saying, interchangeable. I got him at 6, but the only reason I got him at 6 is because I feel John Wall as a point guard, and you know what I'm saying, I just feel John Wall's more of an all-around point guard than him.
Understood.
That's just kind of interchangeable. Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson, baby. Reggie Jackson.
Why?
Man.
I got why.
Listen,
why?
well, first of all, people don't understand. For him, when he going from the Thunder over to Detroit, this year, him and Drummond, it was their team this year. I think he averaged 19 and 7. I think this year. No one really thinks about that. Reggie Jackson played very, very well during the season. Like I said, you want to think about the playoffs. I mean, the playoffs. He played pretty well in the playoffs. He played okay.
He bummed it.
He did. He has some issues. There was one game. I don't want to go too far into it,
but you didn't. Did Kyle Lowry wasn't in the list?
Yes, he was. He was number 6.
Kyle Lowry was on mine. Yeah,
he was number 6 above Kyrie Irving.
You got.
Yeah. So I have.
And I got a vouch.
You want to go 10?
Go ahead.
You want all of us to go from 10 to 6?
No.
That?
Actually, yeah. No, we don't have to do it like that. What I was gonna say is the fact that I have Rondo on my list. You guys do not. Only reason I got Rondo. Only reason I got Rondo on my list, and it's funny because I was going. Me and a couple of my boys from my school were kind of talking about how Rondo is a top 5 point guard, top 3, top whatever. And I'm like, yo, and you gotta look at what he's done. Granted, personality wise, we don't really know. People don't really care for Rondo. I can understand that, but you gotta look at what he does. That man consistently, except for those years with the Dallas Mavericks, he consistently.
I'm a Rondo fan. So I understand.
I think he's the best pure point guard in the league. Yeah. Because he does everything else
behind
but
CP3. Behind CP3.
Okay.
Don't disrespect.
I'm not Colby. I'm not disrespect. I'm saying as a pure, as
you have him at number 7.
As a pure point guard. You got Kyle Lowry 6 over Kyrie Irving. Come on, shut up, stop.
We'll talk about that, bro.
That was stupid.
All right, we'll get to that. But no,
we'll talk about it.
No, but just to conclude my Rondo point, I'm just saying that he's not in my top 5. I'm just saying he has to be in the top 10. Actually, I feel like y'all didn't being disrespectful. Rondo consistently averages a double-double. Granted, like my beef with Rondo.
Lowry, and I had Lowry at number 10. I almost put Rondo at that 10th spot.
Okay. But I said my beef with Rondo is he picks and chooses when he wants to pass the ball. That's as a point guard, you can't do that. And people that don't really haven't watched him, like Colby said in previous episodes, we're from Boston. When Rondo was with us, we watched him rarely in depth. He picks and chooses when he wants to pass the ball. Like people that don't watch him like that just see the stats. So I feel we just got to say that. So that's why he's so low on my list. Stats wise,
not part of his game.
And he just doesn't. And he just does his IQ just wavers sometimes. So that's why Rondo's in my list. But you know what I'm saying, even with you, Colby, you said Kemba. I forgot about Kemba, but I would still have Rondo in my list. Like I
don't think Kemba would have been in my top 10 anyway.
Yeah, he's getting there, but he's not. If anybody in your list, I would have, you know what I'm saying, put Rondo in there and put Kemba in there. I would have Reggie Jackson, because like you said about Reggie Jackson, Reggie Jackson, he's doing well, but he's not.
He's not that.
I feel like everybody in the top 10, he's not that consistent, you were saying.
But he averaged 19 and 6.
But I feel like I say it like this. I feel like everybody that we named in our top 10. You could put them on a team and they'll make that team better. Reggie Jackson's
Reggie
not.
Jackson will too, y'all.
But he's not. He's not.
Y'all sleeping on Reggie Jackson.
I'm not sleeping. He's just not a top 10 point guard. He's just not. No. I'm not sleeping. He's right in that top 15 range. I'm not. I
think Ray Jackson is the number 10 point guard. I mean, you know what? I also gotta say one thing too. You guys had someone on your list that $153 million. Mike Conley to me is not a top 10 point guard. That man is not a top 10. You can't base it off of the season he just had. You cannot base it off the season he just had.
Michael Conley's not a top 10 point guard.
You only average 15 points. No. He's like number 12. I'll say 12 or 13.
You take Reggie Jackson over Michael Conley. If you had to pick out of them two, you'd take Reggie Jackson.
I would. Right now, I would. Yeah, absolutely, I would. Absolutely.
And this is what I've been waiting for. Yeah, what is this episode? This is episode 4? This is episode 4?
Yep.
Kobe, folks, I'd like to introduce you to Colby Logic. I like the intro. So for y'all that don't know, Colby Logic is when that man over there in that navy blue shirt says something outlandish and only makes sense to Kobe.
No, the only reason why I'm getting upset, Kobe, is because you just got on me about putting Isaiah at number 6, but yet you put Reggie Jackson at number 10, and you put Kyle Lowry over Kyrie Irving. You got mad about that.
I did not get mad about it. You want to put Isaiah Thomas at number 6? That's fine. Isaiah Thomas the homie. I love me some Isaiah Thomas. But you have him over Chris Paul. He did more for his team than Chris Paul did. You don't remember?
Kobe, you don't think Isaiah did more for the Celtics than Chris Paul did for the Clippers this year?
Y'all made arguments. The reason why Isaiah Thomas is better than Kyrie is not better than Kyrie Irving because Kyrie Irving has LeBron and Kevin Love on his team.
That is too.
Kyrie Irving had a decent year.
Not even a great year. Going with that, Kobe.
Yes, it was.
All right, hold on. Let me split those points out. I think y'all confusing the viewers. Miles, I'll get to the Kyrie Irving, Isaiah Thomas conversation after this. Miles, you're basically saying that Isaiah Thomas did more for the Clippers. Did more for the Celtics than Chris Paul did for the Clippers.
Yes.
You can't say that because I feel like it's two different conversations because Isaiah Thomas is all the Celtics had. Straight up. Isaiah Thomas all the Celtics had. Chris Paul, orchestrates that whole team. They don't, as you've seen when he went down in the playoffs, that team is just out of sorts. They just,
Chris Paul is the epitome of a floor general. He is the NBA floor general.
He's not a floor general, Kobe. I'm not saying that. I didn't take.
You just saying he
averaged 20 and 10.
Kobe, I just said I'm not taking away his ability to make plays. We all know he can make plays. We all know that. Yeah, he is a floor general. I'm not saying that he's not. Those words never came out my mouth.
But you can't sit here and say he means more to the Clippers. I think they mean the same amount to each of their teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the roster that Isaiah had this year versus what Chris Paul had, mind you, I do know Blake was hurt. Isaiah Thomas, I think, did more. He carried that team more than what Chris Paul did this year. I think he was a better point guard.
You can even say that because Chris Paul still had to do it. He had to drop 22 and 11 or 12 on the year.
Miles, you're disrespecting Chris Paul.
You know what? He didn't disrespect.
No, matter of fact, matter of fact, to even have Kyrie Irving above Chris Paul in himself is so disrespectful. How
is it disrespectful?
Are you kidding me?
How is it disrespectful?
Kyrie Irving, he averaged 19 and 4 on the season. He had a decent year on the Cavs. You can't even say but he has LeBron. He still took 16, 17 shots a game during the regular season. He got his shots off.
This is the same man that's defending Isaiah Thomas better than Kyrie Irving, right? We talking about this. This is the same guy that's telling me this right now.
Oh no!
You think you cannot sit and tell everybody that's gonna watch this that Isaiah Thomas is a better point guard than Kyrie Irving?
Isaiah Thomas can do more for his team than Kyrie Irving can. If Kyrie Irving is not dropping buckets, what can Kyrie Irving do?
Kyrie Irving won the Cavs that title. We forget that. So Isaiah could have did the same thing.
Kyrie, no. Let me say it right now.
I'm asking.
Kyrie
If
Irving,
Isaiah
thank you
Thomas
for finally
was with
showing
LeBron,
up.
if Isaiah Thomas was with LeBron James, could Isaiah Thomas have made those plays down the stretch like Kyrie Irving did?
If anything, Isaiah Thomas probably get his team more involved. Isaiah Thomas probably have 10 assists compared to little Kyrie Irving's little 5 assists like he usually does. Like I said, Kyrie Irving dropped buckets. I can't take that away from him. When the boy's on, the boy's on. But at the same time, Miles, when he's not scoring, what can he do for you? Nothing. He's going to give you still 3 or 4 assists. He does nothing for you. He has to score, or he does absolutely nothing. Kyrie Irving is not top 3 point guards. He's definitely not above Steph Curry.
So you
that's
also
also
as of right now, so not top 3. You don't even have him in your top 5. You don't think that's disrespectful? You talk about me disrespecting Chris Paul.
No, that boy number 9.
Top 5.
Kobe, you can't put that in. You can't be not in the top 5. Kobe is just because. All right, I think this is why. Because I Kobe. No, I'm saying this because I know why. Because I know Kobe. And so the reason he's saying that he's not in the top 5 is because Kobe's definition of a point guard is someone who facilitates as well as scores. Kyrie not facilitating. Kyrie is not facilitating. Takes him down in Kobe's eyes, and that's what I'm saying. I understand. That's Kobe's definition of a point guard.
By you saying that, which is fine. By you saying that, did you have Tony Parker on your list, Kobe?
I did not.
So that man, you want to talk about can facilitate the ball. So he should have been
starting to be washed.
Look, have you seen I don't think you remember the season.
You want to talk about as a
Tony
point guard
Parker
that can facilitate? You gonna say he's not a top 10 point guard?
I can say the same thing y'all two and Rondo. Like, what do you mean? I can say the same thing y'all two when I mentioned Rondo. Y'all don't have Rondo in the top 5.
Tony Parker's not. It's unfortunately he is not. He's not there no more. With the injuries and him not being totally healthy, it's just not. Tony Parker cannot be a top 10 point guard. Yeah, you had Tony Parker on your list too. I can't put Tony Parker
Miles
up there.
Did.
Man.
I did.
I'm saying Miles did. Yeah, I can't do it. I don't carry.
I want to know.
Why you put him above Steph? Because the finals?
Yeah, he did.
It has to be because of the why. I mean, he played a great series, Miles. But I mean, for the whole year, you just discredit the whole year.
You know what? And when I was making my list, I'm like, and I'm thinking, and I'll be real. Kyrie and Steph were wavering with me, and I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna let Kyrie's finals performance like change my perception of him as a point guard, because I feel like that's what a lot of people are doing.
No, I think it just made me realize it more. Like that made me think about it better. Because before I would have said Curry hands down. I think Curry is before the season ended. I was gonna put Westbrook then Curry. I think Westbrook's the best point guard in the league regardless. I think we all agree on that. I'm flip flopping between Curry and Kyrie. The only reason why is because I've watched Curry more this year. Really, my only time really getting to watch Kyrie like that is towards the playoffs and in the finals.
But you don't gotta watch him to know what he does. We know who Kyrie is. He's a New York style scoring, and he'll facilitate when he breaks down the play type. He'll do it like that.
Kyrie Irving could be the greatest street baller ever. And when I'm creating the N1 team, Kyrie Irving #1 pick. Not in NBA though. He's not top 10.
Yeah.
He's top 10. He's number 9.
It's disrespectful.
You know what?
You're being disrespectful.
Okay, I just want to know, right, how you put Kyle Lowry above Kyrie. So forget of you thinking he's not a top 5. I think that's disrespectful with the fact you put Kyle Lowry above Kyrie Irving.
Because Kyle Lowry balled. Kyle Lowry for the season, he averaged 22 and 9. Like he played really well. He struggled in the playoffs. That boy did struggle. He did struggle in the playoffs.
And then he needs to take locker room breaks. So
that's bad.
He needs to take locker room breaks to get his head together. I don't know. That put him down. That's why he's number 10.
Listen, I'm looking at his season as a whole, playoffs and regular season. Kyle Lowry had a great season. Really, really, really good season. He definitely goes above.
Okay, can I ask you one question by you saying that? Can I ask you one question?
Yes.
If you if you had put Kyle, and I think Kyrie, when LeBron wasn't there, Kyrie showed out. So you don't think
his best year he had like 22 and 5.
Okay, but you don't think that somewhat dims your perspective of Kyle Lowry versus Kyrie, because on that team, he's a close second to DeMar DeRozan as the best player on that team. They can flip. They don't have a LeBron James that a lot of the focus is going on him. So if you were to switch the two, do you think Kyrie would have been better off playing in Toronto and have a better year than Kyle if he was in Cleveland?
No, I think Kyle Lowry, he's willing to give the ball up. He knows DeRozan's number one.
I know that, but I'm saying, do you think Kyle Lowry could have still put up those numbers if he was under LeBron James in Cleveland?
If anything, he might have more assists. I think LeBron, bring it to my point, LeBron probably willing to let him handle the ball. I'll tell you right now, let's be real, we're talking about point guards. Kyle Irving shouldn't be on my list. It should be LeBron James. LeBron James is the point guard of that team.
Well, if that's the case, then you can put LeBron almost at the top of every category, Kobe.
Yeah, listen, and LeBron should be number two.
Know what position LeBron is? Man. He's not a point guard. Like I said, I'm already.
Listen, real quick, like, even during the foul, that man was coming down court, handling the ball, and just taking the shot immediately. He wasn't even passing it. No, he wouldn't touch it. You ever seen Juwanna Man? Remember Juwanna Man? And anyone's ever seen the movie? The man went between the legs and was trying to do a crossover, and someone hit the ball and it became an assist. That's Kyrie Irving. Oh my God!
All right. To make this easier, probably for Kobe, and I'm gonna hurt by saying this because I always argue for this man. He's in the same category that we could put Allen Iverson in. He's a point guard.
Who are we talking about?
Not by choice. Kyrie Irving. He's a point guard, not by choice. Just because, what I'm saying, he's in the position of a point guard, but he's not a point guard. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's definitely not.
Can we do that and just kind of squat? Because it's like I personally always vouch for Allen Iverson, and Kobe always says he's a shooting guard. I say he's a point guard that just is a scoring point guard. I'll sacrifice that argument that I have with you to say that he's in that category. He's a point guard, not by choice. He just has to be that for his team because of his stature. You can
say that about Westbrook though too.
Yeah, you could.
Westbrook, he's taken the opportunity to really show out on his point guard skills. Like Westbrook accepted the challenge. It's almost
like Tyreek said, he's a point guard because he has to be. I think Westbrook's more of a two. I think he's a point guard playing a two position.
He is too. But the difference between Westbrook and Kyrie, I feel like Westbrook is more giving.
He can get to where he wants.
He'll give up the ball more. He's more giving, but he'll like before he wasn't like that. Now he's more. He'll pass the rock. Kyrie, and like I said, my main point to close that out.
He's gonna keep that ball right to himself.
my point to even close that out. You realize, I say when they went down 3-1 in that series, they were trying to make Kyrie. He was trying to be a facilitator, and then he was like second guessing himself, making a couple mistakes. Even though he's playing. Once Coach Lou was like, Kyrie, do you? That's when the game opened up. It's like when he said like, yo, don't worry about passing the ball no more, do you? But that's when he started balling out, and you know what I'm saying. Granted, LeBron played ridiculous, but you know what I'm saying, that's when he started balling out. So, that's kind of wrap it up from there. At least like I said, we got a consensus. Westbrook number 1. Yeah, I'll be disrespectful to Michael Conley and Rondo, but it's cool.
Mike Conley.
That's all right. Kyrie.
I say one thing real quick.
Hold on, Tariq, where did you have Michael Conley?
Let me check. I want to say I have him above Isaiah Thomas at 7.
Okay.
Yep, 7.
Okay. I mean,
I had him top 5.
My 5 through 8 could have been interchangeable regardless of how I looked at it. I mean,
it could have.
My 5 through 8 could have switched a lot. Just like me putting, that's fine. That's fine.
I mean,
you need to put CP3 high.
You need to put Kyrie high.
You need to put Kyle Lowry low. How about that? Low word.
You don't be talking about nobody's list. You talking about
that's not happening. I just want to say I think it's gonna be cool to see because now this whole point 4 thing's coming along. That boy Giannis, we all know he's a I don't know what position they put him at. 3-2-3-1.
Jason Kidd about to
2 through 4.
About to experiment, put that man at the 1. That's gonna be fun. Giannis gonna be top 5, baby. Y'all wait for that. Giannis gonna be the man.
I mean, in a year or so, my guy might slide in this shit list. You know what I'm saying? My man, Dunn. The homie, young boy.
He's gonna be top 10. He's gonna be top 10 next year.
Let's cool down a little bit on that one.
But no, this is Keeping 100 Sports. We're gonna close it out. Our next segment, we're gonna go into another controversial topic of borderline Hall of Famers. So dudes who we think may or may not be in the Hall of Fame by the end of their career at this point. And so. Oh, man. So this is your host, Tarek Wilson. I'm here with Miles Bellinger and Colby Kelly. We'll catch y'all next time.